So it's been reported that Warner Brothers is expected to, since the strike has been going on this long, Warner Brothers is expected to lose 300 to 500 million dollars. Um, it is what it is. Here's the thing. I'll be very quick with it. I'm very straight to the point. I don't even need to go through the article. I'll put a link in the description box below. No, put a link in the crowd comments where you can check the article out. Warner Brothers has nothing but themselves to blame. Let me tell you something. This is not good. This is not good on many levels. This is definitely not good for the DC universe for James Gunn. Because the budget he will, let's say James Gunn thought he had a budget of 900, $800 million to do these films. Not anymore. He's lucky enough to have $300 million to do this film, maybe 200, because you have to think that's with this writer strike going on. They haven't included. Let me say this again: the Flash bomb that lost him $200 million. So that's $200 million. Shazam didn't make any money. Blue Beetle lost him $100 million. Then Shazam, I think I lost him by close to 100, 150 or $100 million. You put all that. I think Flash lost more, but let's be realistic. That's five. Let's go with 5 million plus an extra two, 7, 8, 6, 7. Then you got the other two, 8, 9. That's $900 million they have lost. And then again, Flash could be a lot more because of those reshoots they did. So you could be looking at 900 to $1 billion they have lost. And the money they got for Barbie is no more. It's not even working. Like, if you don't understand, Warner Brothers work. The way the studio works, if you got $1 billion of $1 billion of $1 billion of $1 billion, that's how it's supposed to work. That means you had debt. You can knock off some of the debt. Warner Brothers, what they did, they didn't grow. They lost. They gained and they lost. So it's like, let's say I'll give you a prime example. I'm on YouTube. Um, 1 second. So yeah, so let's say you're on YouTube, and for me, YouTube, I've been getting subscribers and losing subscribers. That's how it works. I don't know now. Back in the day, it didn't work like that. So, but I'm giving you a prime example. So let's say I gain. The goal is I need to gain for this month. Let's go with this month or this. No, let's go with this week. The goal is to gain 10 subscribers. Okay, and I get that 10. Then I do a video that doesn't do well. That made me lose subscribers. So I lose about that 5. Then I lose that 5 again. You're not gaining. You're constantly going back and fluctuating. You're back and forth. You're back and forth. You have to have a consistency. The problem with Warner Brothers, they have not had a consistent film in the DCU. Excuse me, or DC, yeah, the DCU. We ain't in the DC universe yet. Blue Beetle, Shazam, and the Flash have all bombed. So that means the money that they made with the Barbie, they're pretty much trying to reap the losses. However, now you got this bullshit, you're losing money. So the gain they got with Barbie doesn't mean nothing no more because they about to lose more money due to this writer strike. And then David Zaslav saying, "Oh, we save money through the writer strike." Motherfucker, you should keep your mouth shut about saving money. You're losing money. You're in fucking debt. Let me tell you something. Warner Brothers is getting sold, or some of their assets are getting sold. This is not a good sign for Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers will be sold. Um, a lot of properties that you saw cross over together will probably separate. Scooby Doo may not be under Warner Brothers no more. It might be under Amazon. The Looney Tunes may not be under Warner Brothers no more. It might be under Amazon or Universal. One person keep telling me to talk about Looney Tunes. I'm not. There's no point in talking about it. Unless they get a package deal with the DC universe, which I doubt. Because right now, Universal, I see them taking DC and Harry Potter. Those are the only two. Harry Potter, due to the fact that Universal has those rides, so they can market off of each other. And DC, because they have Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and the Justice League. They can take their gamble with that. Those are the only two properties I see them trying to even touch. You be damned if they want to, if you don't see Superman with Fast and the Furious. That's going to happen. Or they won't do Fast and the Furious with Harry Potter. That's just too out there. But Superman, oh yeah, they'll do a crossover with them, some type of form, comic or something. Family versus Kryptonian. Promise you, that's what's going to happen. But this is not good, ladies and gentlemen. This is not good because Warner Brothers has only done this to themselves. They have gotten to this point where they are now a studio that lose money. They'll gain money. Remember back in the day, most of my older subscribers will know. Remember we had all these conglomerate of movie studios back then, but eventually they get all absorbed and they get bought out or they shut down, stuff like that. Warner Brothers is going to become that studio. It's going to become that studio from the 80s and maybe a little late 90s that it started up and then there was so much competition because everybody was making their own studio. They'll be that studio. Amazon, Universal, they're figuring out what they want. Amazon would be a good place for Harry Potter, but Universal is not gonna let that happen. Because right now, Universal's big rival is Amazon. Amazon and Netflix. Well, more so Netflix and Universal works together with their partnership. But the biggest rival is Amazon. Disney's another one too. Once they get bought out by Apple, who would have thought in 2023 we'd be talking about Warner Brothers and Disney getting sold off their assets? Disney not too long ago was the king of the entertainment industry. Now they're no longer the kings. Warner Brothers not too long ago was the king of the entertainment industry with the Disney. They are no longer the kings. After every merger, after every merger they've done, it's gotten worse. The studio's gotten worse. What they had when they merged with AT&T, you thought things would get better. It got worse. When you thought they merged with Discovery, things would get better. It got worse. It got worse once they merged with AT&T. It was already going downhill with the people they were hiring back when they were with Time Warner, but it got worse when AT&T came in because those goons they put in those higher positions, in those studio positions, made nothing but terrible decisions, especially in a DC house. Bad decision after bad decision. Stupid decision after stupid decision. Then you got David Zaslav getting rid of Batgirl. Here's where I say David Zaslav was an idiot to get rid of Batgirl. And this is what I'm going to say on it. And I'll do another video talking more about that. Him getting rid of Batgirl was a super decision ever. Why? Because look where we're at. We're not in a pandemic. We're in a writer's strike and a actor strike. So there's no films out there for DC libraries for them to get money. Say what you want about a Batgirl. Even if you would have, you could still market that film under Michael Keaton. And again, put that shit on hold until you realize they wrote it off now, so they can't use it again because DC has no films. And I'll talk more about that in another video. But like I said, I don't want to go too much into it. But yeah, this this is funny. David Zaslav has no one to blame but himself. Warner Brothers have no one to blame but themselves. I'm not gonna get too much into James Gunn and his debacle with the DC. That's not this video. I'm not even gonna talk about that. But Warner Brothers and David Zaslav and them, that's their fault. The stupid decision he has made, his approach to Hollywood works if you have the right people to back you and tell you that's not a good decision. That's a wrong decision. The people that he works with have not told him good decision. They let him do what he wants to do. He's from a reality base, not a reality based businessman. He's like Bob Chapek. He's like looking at the bottom line, the dollars, trying to condense everything, trying to make things, trying to get rid of some of this debt consolidation. Here's the thing about that. The best way to get rid of debt is to make good quality content. The best, especially if you're in the entertainment industry. And another good way to get rid of debt is look at what you have, look what you can gain. Killing the animation industry, not industry, but killing the animation your department was a terrible idea. I would have not shut down Cartoon Network Studios. Too much history. That's just another studio that you can use. Would I lay off some people? You're damn right. But I would not shut that studio down. But again, they're shutting all these studios down. They're consolidating for one reason. They're about to sell. Warner Brothers is about to be sold. They're trying to sell the whole goddamn company, but it ain't working that way. And I can tell you right now, Universal's not buying them. They want Harry Potter and DC separately. And the best way for them is pay top dollar for them. It will be in the billions, but not what they want. They want to get some of that debt down because I think they're in the 17 billion mark. They could get some of that debt down because they sell Harry Potter for like 5 or 6. That takes some of that debt down. They sell the other ones for about the same price, and they'll get there. They will get there. But that's the only way I see it. I don't see Universal buying the whole studio. They don't want the whole studio. They definitely don't want all the Discovery shit. I don't see Amazon doing that. Same with Amazon. They'll pick and choose. They're not paying for all that shit. But just watch. Just watch. Next year, you will hear some more rumblings of the studio selling off assets. The following year, you will hear the studio talking about selling off these assets. There might be one studio out there that might pay for them, but the only one I see that got top cash money is Apple. Apple's already looking at buying Disney, so Warner Brothers is out the picture. Even though I would buy Warner Brothers over Disney because Warner Brothers has a better brand than Disney, and Disney wants top dollar. Warner Brothers, you could probably pay them 17 billion, where Disney, I think they're worth more than that. I don't know. It is what it is. But as always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out.